here, this is a trade that we're actually in a trade that we called out, and you can see up here, I'm going to show you the videos that I put inside the academy are showing you the entries, the buys on the pullbacks, the last minute pump, and then you can see here with these S's, this is where we started to enter our short position, and then we added some short positions down here, and then we just let the rest ride, right? So we were able to get our $500 trade in, which currently has got us at about $974. So we have $500 on the trade. We are up 200% and looking forward to pull back even more here. So let's go over this trade and see how we pull this off. This is my favorite trade. This is a trade we call pullbacks, shorting the market. I love to short the market simply because in reality it is harder to know when people are buying and how much people will actually buy and how far a coin will go. And it's easier to know once the people have hit a certain spot of profits. It's a lot easier to know that they will take profits from that position. So I made a video here. So if you go over to type in a website, it's very easy to do. It's called makingtradingeasy.com. makingtradingeasy.com. No, I said east. makingtradingeasy.com, right? Making, M-A-K-I-N-G, M-A-K-I-N-G, making trading, T-R-A-D-I-N-G, easy.com. You have to type it into your browser, hit enter, and that will take you to this web page here. And the fourth item down is a VIP Discord. Actually, it's a free Discord that you can get into. And I put the information on how to make this $1,000 trade inside the Discord, right? So when you go into the Discord, click into it, you will see a section on the left. And this is the Making Trading Easy Telegram Discord. And there's a section there as soon as you come in. You go below signups. And maybe I'll move this up here. There we go. I'm going to put the free section ahead of the sign up section. So the free section is, there's a get in section, and it's easy to get in. All you do is sign up with our VIP link. Now the thing about this is it's the exchange we use to do all our crypto trading. So that way you can get into the trades that we're making, and it's free to sign up. And just for doing trades with us, you will make $300 when you sign up. Do the trades with us and you will earn $300 in bonuses, and then you just put your user ID number here so that we can upgrade you to the lessons. Now the trades in here are set up in here, every point, where in the trade section you can see the guys here putting in posting their trades here. This is all free. These are guys talking about breaks, when something's going to happen, etc., etc. Yeah, so I mean, this is where we do a free section here. We're in here talking to everybody, and right here, see, Bitcoin bounce is here, 2-hour buy signal, etc., etc. Entering long, holding till 15-minute sell signal. Right here, best Bitcoin long entry on the next 15-minute retest, etc. So I literally went through this entire trade. We made money on the way up, and then so you can see here, 36%, $215 on the way up. Then we made, let's see here, then we started making money on the way down. So I'm going to post this trade here. Let me slide this in real quick. So we did 190% on this trade. And this trade is a very simple breakdown of the trade. And I'm going to throw this in the Discord here. And this is very easy. Add everyone. I made a video last Sunday explaining this week's Bitcoin trades to the T. And what I'm talking about is inside the lessons here, right? I did a lessons here. This is for the beginners, and there's a thing here called the 1-hour lesson. This is very simple, VC Crypto Nation, but here you go. New to trading, Making trading easy video number 1, my first indicator. So a lot of people always ask me, what indicator should I start with? So that video right there will break it down for you. And the second video is here, new to trading, making trading video number 2, my first indicator part 2. Now this is the continuation of this video and the next parts that happen, and then you have the new to trading, my first indicator part 3, and that's where you have that. Now these would have explained this Bitcoin trade that we are currently in to the T, and you would have been able to take advantage of this entire trade and really capitalize on these beautiful trades that we made. Now we also, in those sections there, we did post some videos inside the trading section. I posted videos about the trades on the way up, etc., etc. And I'm about to make a video on the breakdown of the trade, what we just went through on the down trade, so that way you can see when you get in. You can see right here we have a sell signal. Those are the pullback signals. We talked about all this in the videos, but if you want to learn this, you can go to the free section. If you're new to trading, it's free to sign up. All the information is free. You can come in here, learn that information, and then as you get good enough to get into a program, then you can upgrade yourself to anything that you like. We do have a training program here, Making Trading Easy section, where we have one-on-one coaching, and we also have a trading course, which is set up to where you will see these guys here in what's called the alpha section, and I'll show you that. That's down here, and this is where we have 10 trade reviews. These are where students post their trades, and then we review their trades to see how they're doing. So you can see here these guys are testing out their new system, their new indicators. 50X's on there. So these are all nice. These are all nice. So I gotta go through these videos, and we give them reviews on how they did, so they can know they're doing well and keep themselves going. And then you also have your alpha section here, and this is the videos for the Academy members. This is the breakdown of all the trades that we're doing there. We have our 2024 videos. This is all the videos for the new guys that are coming in, and trading volume and buy entries video 1, 2, and 3. And we're about to make the 4th video on here for the breakdown of this. So now I'm going to take a peek here. It does look like we've bottomed out in a few places here. So we're going to get a bounce on here, and I need to readjust this movement here. And we're simply just going to reverse in this section here. All right, so we're going to take our $1,000 trade, and we're going to pocket it. And now we're going to work on allowing Bitcoin to pay us back on the way back up. Let's see if we can grab a $500, or at least half of that back. But if you want to learn how we do this and how we knock this out, it is part of the Discord section. If you have any questions, you can jump into the free trade section and get with us and understand the indicators that we're using. And we're topping off here. You can see here, these are making trading. We have a buy signal here. This is why we're entering right now into the section of the Bitcoin long. We have a buy signal going on. We have our movement of our first indicator, which is your RSI, your relative strength index indicator. And we can see that the volume is about to cross over and create what we call a 30-minute moon, which is right here. This is a volume indicator that lets me know that there's about to be a pump inside of Bitcoin. So we should see a jump here because of this moon. And then from there, we want the 45-minute moon, which is about to hit as well. So that looks good. And then we would be looking for the hour moon in the next hour or so to start heading up. That'll give us 3 moves. So that allows us to know that we have a section here that's going to give us some pumps as we move through this. So we should be seeing a push up from this section and go through there. If you want to understand how to use these indicators, you can see here we broke this down as far as trades, intros, and out. And these are what the videos were on. You can see the buy zones. Let me get this chart opened up for you. These are the buy zones that we made all the videos on. And now I'm going to finish up the videos because we have these buy signals here, 15-minute resets, when to buy, etc. Fourth and final buy-in, and then we have our sell signal. Then we have the bottom of the channel. We had a 2-hour buy signal there. Here's that last pump we were talking about, and then you can see right here we got a 1-hour sell signal, right? The 1-hour sell signal came in. We waited for our last buy, which was this section here. Now there's always, anytime that you get some type of signal, there's always going to be a retest. Let me make this red, and this is simply going to be the retest or the bounce. This is the bounce, the 1-hour short bounce. So this is the 1-hour short bounce entry, right? And all that means is that, so when you're trading, you're never late to a trade, because trades always make two moves, right? So trades go up, down, and then back up, or they go down, up, and then down even more. There's always these double moves. And you can see right here, this trade made a nice little double move where I had a 1-hour sell signal here, but you can see that the trade went down, came up, and then it went all the way down there. So that's where, you know, you want to make sure that you're catching that second move and then riding that down. So there's always two entries that you get into. There's the first sell signal, which was up at the top there. Now mark that with the red right there. You can see that sell signal right there. There's your first sell signal. And then the second sell signal came here. So this is your first short entry, right? There it is. And then you have your 1-hour bounce entry, right? So that's your second entry. And then from there, as you go down, you could grab another piece or a third entry as it moves down, to, depending on what size we are, but normally it would be in this section here of the consolidation, and then we would finish up, and that's pretty much it, and that's our end of our entries right there. So if you want to learn third and final entry, right, and that's pretty much it, and then you let the left ride and you just collect over there, and then that's pretty much the end of it. So this is just an example of how to see that a trade is moving in a certain direction and heading back the other way, right? So this is going to repeat itself. It's going to actually do the same thing that we had last time. The only difference here is Bitcoin is on the daily. The daily is now reached the top. And this is the only indicator you should have, your RSI. And you can see here, and I'll go ahead and minimize some of these little arrows because we'll use them later. But you can see here that the daily RSI has crossed to the downside, and that's what caused that huge pullback. But it's just a temporary pullback, because most of the time it has to have a bounce. So this 1-hour RSI, this is called the stochastic RSI. It's going to bounce down to here, and then what's going to happen is it will make a bounce up here, and then once it finds its uptick, that's where we'll see the bigger move to the downside. So that's what we're looking for here, is this bounce, basically the second move up, pull back, and then, you know, we'll see where we're at, and then we'll take it from there. And that's pretty much it. So once you learn that there's these patterns and these movements, or, you know, human trading behaviors, then once you understand the mind of, you know, the retail investor, you yourself, then you can understand that there's opportunities, and you're never not in a trade, or too early or too late to a trade. You can be too early, but you're never too late to a trade. There's different areas, and coins always come back. So it's better to, we have this training skill that we have, and the training skill is to teach people that there is always a repeat of your entry. So if an entry goes up, we actually have a training drill that we teach you to wait for that entry to come back, and then you track how many times that happens for yourself, and that way you can start to learn that if you think you missed an entry, if you wait, more than likely 80% of the time it will come back to that re-entry, and that'll allow you to get in. So that way you're not jumping in after it's pumping, or in a, the green dragon as it's moving up, and then it pulls back on you and you're like negative 15, 20%. This teaches you to wait for it to go back to its 20%, the original entry part, so that way you have the best entry. And those are the videos that we're about to make on this. So if you're interested in that, hop in the video that's coming up. It'll be a training video that'll basically break down exactly what we're talking about there. And that'll be inside the Discord if you want to go watch that video. But we're going to ride this up here and try to get all this money back on Bitcoin on this daily retouch. And really what we're doing here is we're going to take a look at the 4-hour RSI and see how the 4 hours at coming towards the bottom there. It's touching. That means it's kind of weak to the upside, but it wants to head up. And then on the 3-hour, it's at the bottom. So we've got about 2 or 3 hours before this really makes any moves. The 2 hours been flat for a while, so it's building momentum, which it's waiting for the 3 and the 4 hour to come in. And the 1 hour hasn't made its way up yet. So this still is in the early sessions of this. But you can see here that the 45-minute is about to break the 20 line right here, which it will start the strength of the lowest time frame. Normally you want to wait for the 30-minute to break the 20 line, which has happened right here, and that'll let you know that you can get into a long trade like I did earlier. That's the trade I got into. Notice how I'm already up 7% on that trade. And then the momentum that we're looking for will be the 45-minute breaking and then moving up, right? So once you learn what value means and sensitive means and all that good stuff, then this is how you learn to get in these trades. And then once my indicators start flagging me for entries, as you can see here, I have a 30-minute buy signal. Because of this 30-minute buy signal, I know that I can enter the trade because my indicators are designed to get me into trades that have higher percentages of winning when they're triggered. So we feel pretty good here. So I'm going to make some videos on the $1,000 trade that we did and how we came across it, and finish up the rest of the videos. If you're interested, guys, make sure you jump inside the Discord, get into the free section. Like I said, it is free to get in and talk about trades. And you can ask all your questions, get information that you need to actually get ahead here. So that's all for now, guys. Make sure you jump in there, makingtradingeasy.com, right? That'll get you over to our link right here. On this link, you can jump in and get yourself inside the Discord. It is free to join. Hop over there, guys. Find out what's going on. Learn how to get into these trades. It is a free section for you. Easy to take care of. And when you hop in, you want to take care of your BitNext. This is a great exchange. Code is VIP code is JNZS. And what this does for you is gives you a bunch of extra bonuses. I'll show you right here what I'm talking about. So these are what, when you join and you just follow trades that we're calling out and you trade along with us or whatever, these are the coupons that you get. And you can see here when you first get in, you get 5, 10, 20, 65, 5, 200. So there's $300 worth of free trades right there. I trade so much, I got a $2,000 bonus for my trading. Then I got for deposits, which is literally just putting money into the account to trade. I made $5,000 in extra free money just for doing that. So, you guys are a little bit smaller than me, most of you, so you'll be over here dealing with that, that extra $300+ just for trading with us. So this is what they give you just for signing up and just doing trades. Not that hard to get to this $300. That's free trading futures for you, and you can take that $300 and make some trades with us and turn it into a lot more. allows you to get you where you're going. So we do all we can to get you VIPs and make sure that you're set up to where you're building. So what we're going to see here on Bitcoin is a move up. We're going to see a pullback, a second entry, and then we'll start to see where this starts to move up. Now the key to this is basically all the momentum that's coming off the bottom. Right now the 1 hour, the 3 hour, and the 4 hour are across the bottom, so it is very weak right now. So we do expect it to have heavier pullbacks when it does pull back, you know, where it could retest. And that's what we're talking about, is always expect the coin to, you know, go back to your entries. You don't have to rush or be impatient. There will be more entries in these lower levels that are available to get in. So you're never missing a trade, guys. Always set yourself up. So for instance, so here's a quick tip before I go. So let's say that you're watching a trade and you see here that the trade bounced and it was down here at this level here. And you say, oh, that would have been the best place to get in, right? And then you see that the trade had already bounced up. Well, set your entry points at the bottom of the, not the bottom candle, but the where it kind of has some type of support, which would be this area here. So set your trading lines there and put your entries for that and expect it to come back to that level. Now write down that you have a Bitcoin entry, and that entry is, let me pull it over here, let's show you what I'm talking about. So, and on your candles, guys, to help you out on your trading view, you want to make sure that your candles are called Akin Ashi, right? Because they're cleaner, less noise. And here's what you do. So you see how those two candles, those two wicks hit there? That's one support. And then your bottom candle is way down here. Your middle candle is here, right? And then you have that third candle that's right here, right? So take that middle candle and that candle right there and the one above it are your two sections of pullbacks. So when you see the 1 hour and all these just getting to where they're at, the section over here, you know, always expect when it's early in the reversal, expect it to come back and eventually hit one of these areas. So set your target for this entry down here. This entry is going to be when Bitcoin comes back to 58,245. So when you set your entry for that level, what that's going to do for you is it's going to put you in a situation where, you know, write it down and say, okay, I have a trade, right? Keep a notebook and put on the side so you don't forget what you're doing. And you need to close these trade out if they don't hit, or if they don't, you know, happen because you have open orders. You got to make sure that when you're trading, you don't go to sleep with a bunch of, you know, open order positions like these right here. You want that to be empty, otherwise you'll go to sleep and then they'll trigger while you're sleeping and you won't even know what happened to your money, and you'll get liquidated and you'll be like, I didn't even make a trade. But always make sure you clear those out. But while you're setting up a trade, go ahead and write it down on a piece of paper, or get yourself a nice little trading notebook, put it by your PC, and say that I have an entry price at 58,259, right? And then if you want to get yourself a little bit luckier, you can take from the bottom of that wick to the bottom base of that candle and set yourself up at that level at 58,315. But either way, you're going to say to yourself that you want Bitcoin to pull back to that section before you take an entry, just so that you're teaching yourself to be patient, right? And if it doesn't pull back to that section, let's say this trade doesn't pull back and it goes up and then, you know, has a pullback on the next 15-minute or 30-minute RSI, wherever that next 15-minute or 30-minute RSI pulls back to, then you do the same thing and you look for that the next low area to hit, and then you target an entry there, right? So you're always going to have these multiple entries. So for instance, this is kind of what I was explaining over here. When Bitcoin was headed up over here. So this is a training video that you can go look at. So first you have your 30-minute buy-in, right? Then there is a pullback. You see the arrow with the pullback, right? 30-minute pullback, right? Then you see here we have a first pullback on 15-minute buy. So there's an entry right here. You see this orange line right here? All right, see that 15-minute retest buy? So the very first buy we have is that bottom green, right? You see this green line moving here? Yeah, it says 15-minute buy, right? And what that means is if we go to Bitcoin, there's a buy on the 15-minute candle. So let's go down here, and there it is right there. You see that green buy signal? That's the first buy in this subject. You see right there? See that little circle there? That's the first buy, right? And that line happens to be right about here, right? And I'll turn that green, and that is the first 15-minute buy signal buy, right? And then what's going to happen there is you're going to have a pullback. So you see this 15-minute RSI, this is called the relative strength index. It's the bottom indicator. This indicator here will eventually pull back. You see that? See that blue arrow? And when it does pull back, it's going to create a pullback on this trade. So at some point, it's going to have to pull back, and it's going to give me another entry point, right? And that would be considered, you know, normally most guys don't have my indicators. They don't get in on the buy signal. But what you do is you wait for the pullback to come in, and then when the 15 minutes starts to head back up, that would be your first entry, which will allow you to get the retest or the bounce entry, right? Knowing the time it's a retest starting to head up. So that's where that puts that here. See how it says 15-minute retest buy, right? That's your first entry to that section. And then the next time you get a red candle, and you can see over here, see on my left, see up here it says first pullback on 15-minute buy right there. That's the 15-minute retest. That's your first entry. You see it to the left? Okay. Now as you move up, there's a second pullback area, right? You see how it says second pullback area? I'm moving that box around for you. See how it says second pullback area? Okay. That's when you get the next red candle on the 15-minute, and you try to buy the bottom of that candle. And that, my friends, are your easy 1, 2, and 3 entries. And then you take advantage of that and just basically look for profits at that point. And once that kind of runs out, then you know you're done with that trade, and you need to look for the trade to go the other direction. So you notice here, see how the trade's pulling back here? You know, just like we're saying, you're never too early for a trade. You know, the worst thing to be doing is too early. You should be buying on the retest and the resetups so that you're getting confirmation that it's growing strength and becoming stronger. So that's just some things you can learn from the videos that I've already made. If you have any questions or anything like that, go check out the Discord, get that information. I got to go make some videos that show guys how to make money. Other than that, good luck, God bless, guys. Have a great day. Go check out makingtradingiseasy.com, makingtradingiseasy.com. Sign up for the exchange for the U.S. traders. No KYC, no VPN, no hassle. Available in the U.S. Use our VIP link that we got set up out there to get you in, because it does come with that extra $300 perk. Just literally just for trading. So while you're learning how to trade, you'll make $300 that then you can then turn into, you know, a couple $1,000 by following trades that we're doing. Absolutely free. And that's pretty much it, guys. So make sure you use that with the code J, VIP code JNZS. So Jeffrey Nancy Zebra Sam. Jeffrey Nancy Zebra Sam. Use the same link, find it in the Discord, get yourself set up, or go to makingtradingeasy.com. And on makingtradingeasy.com, you will see that the U.S. approved exchange at the top, and you can click that link and take advantage of it. Other than that, good luck, God bless, guys. We're going to go make some trades, make some videos, and get everybody up to date. You have a good night. Take care of yourself. Be well.